Are you a fan of the Dragon Ball Super card game? If so, check out QueenCityGaming.com for sealed product, singles, and more. Just use promo code MafubaJar-10 to save 10% off your order every time.
Welcome back to the Mafuba Jar. We've been sealed away for another awesome video, and today's video is a little bit late. I really did want to do this around last week when the list did come out, but unfortunately work did get in the way of that a little bit. So right now today I want to go over my thoughts and opinions on the newest banned/limited list here, and we are looking right here at the first banned card, Bad Ring Laser. Yes, the first card, one of the cards from set 1, is finally making the list here, and it does make sense why. They have their reasons down here below. Is that, yes, it's true, it's the only counter of a counter with a cost of 1, and the restrictions are really not many. Like, the only restrictions is that it's a yellow energy and you have to pitch a yellow card. Like, that's it. So yeah, this right here, this was very playable, very, very versatile. And the second one is the biggest one, I understand, because there was a combo with this and the Mirror created to absorb, that for basically 3 energy, once your opponent's life was at 2, you use this, the Mirror, and the Champa, and it was basically game over. Because you can't combo out of a Mirror. Like, well, here's the thing, it's almost impossible to combo out of a Mirror. And if you play a counter, they can just bad ring it, and then that's just guaranteed game right there. So this one right here, I do completely understand why they chose to hit Bad Ring Laser. Most of the list is very justifiable to me, but in my opinion, there's only one card that I felt did not deserve to get hit, which I'll talk about that in a minute. But Bad Ring Laser here, I definitely can see this being a very good hit. And not to mention, they did list down below that like it's practically pointless to make high cost counterplays as long as this card exists, which I'll get into that in a little bit. And the second one here is Shugesh. So with this one originally, that's why the whole Time Control Cronoa was printed, to stop this card from, hopefully to stop this card from seeing play. But the issue is down the line, we just got so many powerful 3-drop or lower Saiyans that it was just worth the risk. Like, Cronoa did not stop this from seeing play because 1, not every deck could play Cronoa, and 2, it's a high risk, but the reward is so much higher. Like, even if they did Cronoa your Shugesh, as long as you're able to get this out before they get the Cronoa, then it's all good. But yeah, this card right here was just probably, arguably, if not the most broken super combo card that they ever printed. A card like this really should have been restricted just to yellow sand leaders and not just any yellow leader at all. So that was kind of their bad for making it so generic. And the fact that it's any 3-drop sand, it's not even 3-drop yellow, it's any 3-drop. So this card's been having problems for a long time, ever since its release. But now they're finally realizing it's gotta go, which makes sense. It's kind of the thing that they were talking about with the Bad Ring Laser, how there's no point in making counterplays. Well, there's no point in making any other super combos for yellow as long as this guy's around. So that's why they did it like that. And this is the one where I do agree with again. Now, mine is Keely Zone. This is the one. This is the one that I personally don't agree with why they did it. So here's the reasoning down here. We're currently doing our best to make DBSCG an interactive game, but be able to lock your opponent's counterplay cards creates a one-sided gameplay. This card also restricts the design of future counterplay cards. If we design any counterplay cards with high cost going forward, they may never be used simply because this card exists. So here's my personal opinion on this. I don't think this card created any one-sided gameplay whatsoever. As a matter of fact, counterplay cards, I feel, they need a restriction. They need something like this to keep it in balance, because personally, I feel counterplays can be too powerful without something like this around. The only thing I could see being kind of unfair is the fact that it was a 0 cost. That is the one thing I will say, okay, yeah, that's a bit unfair. But other than that, I personally felt like this card was needed, because you just can't, personally, I just feel you can't let these counterplay cards just go wild. Like, they would just be wild all over the place. And some people may think that's good. My personal opinion, I don't think that's so good. So definitely, for the most part, I don't agree with the minus Keely Zone hit. But hey, Bandai's made their decision, and nothing much I can do about it now. Alright, And now we're on to the limited cards. This one right here, the Cold Bloodlust, makes this being banned not the worst thing in the world, because out of all the problematic counterplays, this was by far the biggest one right here. So, this is, they even see it right there, this is the strongest counterplay, well, it's one of the strongest, but we all know it's basically the strongest counterplay card in the game. Being able to negate any skills while when your opponent plays a card, and the only restriction is that your leader has to be Frieza's army, which we have a lot of good Frieza's army leaders as it is right now, so this card, yeah, was causing a lot of problems for so many formats. And the fact that they limited it, I think that would be fine, because currently there really isn't a way to search Cold Bloodlust, not to mention use it once and that's it. So you only get one negate per game with this. So I definitely think that hitting this to 1 is definitely going to shake up the meta quite a bit. And now, last but not least, we have our one errata card here. Now, this isn't like a grammatical one or anything. This one actually makes a little bit of sense. It is the Paragus Clone the Beast that we got from the special anniversary. The original text states how cards in your battle area can be placed in their owner's drop barriers by your skills. Now, they have the thing right here. It says cards in your battle area can be placed in their owner's drop area by your leader card skills. That actually doesn't make a lot of sense, because there was a combo with this and the new red Broly stuff that we're going to be getting in set 7, that basically as long as you had the red field spell for Broly and this, because of how that field card was worded, you could essentially use the effect to span the field with the 4-drop Brolys that make your opponent take a life whenever they activate a counter. So basically, if your opponent even tries to counter once and you have all that out, they have to take 4 life just for that. So I definitely understand why they decided to errata this. Like, it would have been part of a really disgusting combo for the game. So this one here, good job. And that does it. So not too many cards, but very big cards indeed did get hit on this list, guys. And let me guys know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about this ban list? Do you think it was justified? Do you think everything on here was should not have been hit? Do you agree with me with the minus Keely, or do you disagree? Let me know. Let me guys know what you guys think about the ban list and what you think should or shouldn't be banned. So with that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like and comment down below. And with that, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. See you next time, and you've all been released.